it's been a while since I've been on YouTube. So I'm not gonna explain, like, necessarily everything to everyone about where I've been or what I've been doing. That's not why I'm recording this video, surprisingly. I'm recording this because I wanted to react to Dabin's new album. When Dabin announced that he was gonna be taking a step back from DPR and doing music that he has been wanting to do, I got really excited and I wanted to show my support for him. And so I went back and forth for a while on whether or not I should even record this. But then the CTYL team posted this, and I decided, yeah, I was just gonna be sitting here listening to Dabin's album and fangirling over music composition anyways. Why not record it, post it for Dabin? I know he watched my first listen of the Legacy album, and that was awesome. And I know from what I understood of the tweets that him and Rem sent, that he really enjoyed that. So I want to do that for him now, since this is such a big journey he's on. And I'm super proud of you, Dabin. I just want to start off and say that. I am super, super proud of you, as are many fans right now. So I wanted to do this for you, because I love music and your music has always inspired me. So, for those of you who are wondering what I've been doing or why I stopped uploading, I don't really necessarily have like a full reason for why I had to quit uploading, but I've been focusing instead putting all my efforts on my books and why is 737 upside down? That's a good question. But I've been focusing on publishing my books and doing a lot more with my author career. I'll link my socials down below for those of you who do want to know what I've been up to. I sadly don't fangirl about music as much online anymore. I do miss fangirling about music online, but I keep that just to me and my best friends now, so that just stays off social media. So if that's what you were on this YouTube channel for, which I imagine most of you are, I don't know if you'll want to follow me through all my other endeavors, but if you do, they are there. Now, this is going to be a little bit more of a laid-back kind of reaction, because I am reacting to the album, but I have ADHD. I have it diagnosed and medicated now, so I know that, like, listening to the album without my hands doing something can sometimes make me focus less on the music, even. It depends on the artist. With Dabin's Legacy album, I didn't have that problem, but in case that is an issue, I may, like, be doing other things, because I've been working on my books. I've got a lot of stuff I'm doing. I got videos to edit for other things for friends, so, like, I've been busy, especially this year, and we're only just into this year. But that aside, let me figure out why my computer is telling me I have no internet right now, and then we'll get into reacting. Okay, shuffle off, repeat off, here we go. Stop it.
Body to body, everybody. Rappers found it, so I'm here for the case. Your honor. 이유는 simple, 죽여줄 심보, 차별된 taste. 15 to 23, I've been hit. 40 deeper, get feet, I've been hit.
I don't know how to explain it, but like the synth that he's using and the style that he's doing, it feels orange. Like, it feels like it fits with the album cover for this title, for this top track. That could be the synesthesia talking, so. That was a good line. The worst days are sometimes the best days. Okay, that's a damn good line.
I don't wanna tell much. I don't wanna say much. Yeah. I try to ride and die. Ride
Really like the bouncy synth he's using here.
Love, I know you a savage. Bring me if you want my magic. So I'm living lavish. Dating rappers like I'm rude and savage. But the bag is really filled with counterfeit and buku garbage. Lately I've lost my mind. Blood like a rose in her eyes. Chasing dreams I cannot define. Nauseous. Kissing, kissing, kissing. Go kiss the ring. Kissing, kissing, kissing. This is free. Space game, but a worldwide. Big feet, same side. Kissing, kissing, kissing. Kissing, kissing, kissing. Go kiss the ring. Kissing, kissing, kissing. This is free. Space game, but a worldwide. Big feet, same side. Kissing, kissing, kissing. I can kiss the ring.
I couldn't speak for a second, but the deterioration here with the going from the high tones to the dark tones with the synth, so good. That was, oh. And to transition then into this, that actually kind of makes sense with the way he did the synths. Dabin's always been really good at this tone. This is one of my favorite like tones of his when he's rapping. This chill fast rap. But no, Dabin is really good at like stacking his albums and making the songs transition nicely.
I'm a ghost where nobody knows what I'm feeling most. Yeah, maybe so. I'm a ghost where nobody knows what I'm feeling most. Yeah, maybe so. 어느새 같은 another day. 학교에 복도로 둥둥 떠다니고 있는
Yeah, this is the rap style that I loved off of Like Cool. And I'm really happy to see more of it. I can already tell this is probably going to be one of my favorites off the album. I'm also, like, a little nervous to look up the lyrics to this one. That sounds like he ate shit, and I love it. Love it. Fucking love it. No, I think based off the English that I'm hearing and the tone of the song, I think I'm probably gonna relate to these lyrics, so I'm not gonna look those up quite yet. We're just gonna enjoy the vibes. that background noise is supposed to be like a roller coaster or just sounds kind of like it to me. I know I hear sirens. Okay, we're gonna pause real quick on that one. That ending bit, like the emotions that come up for that ending bit, that last little like chorus, ending chorus, probably ending chorus is what it would better be described as, but like the deterioration of the emotions in it and the feel of the anger and the sadness mixed together in the way the music and his rapping style folds together is so good. It like you want to vibe along, but you're also like, oh honey, I want to give you a hug. That's the kind of vibes that ending chorus has. And bringing in the sound of like the screams and then the deterioration begins is such a beautiful way of doing it. I'm curious what like sound bites he used for it, because it did almost sound kind of like a roller coaster. It had like a roller coaster sound to it, so I'm curious what sound bites he used or where he pulled some of those sounds from for like the sound bites and the sirens. I'd love to know what website they're, because like I'm still trying to figure out where the hell he got some of the audios for the Legacy album. Some of the background audios on that album, I still want to know where some of those came from. Because you can, there are free websites where you can download free sounds. There are other websites where you can pay to get sounds to put in your songs. I've put them in songs before when I was in school, so like I know the websites, but I'd be really curious what exactly that sound was supposed to be. Ghost Kid is definitely probably touching a lot. What it feels like is touching a lot back on his teenage years. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it feels like like the vibe that I am getting with the lyrics that I have heard so far in that one is that it's the kind of kid who doesn't actually have a fit and is just kind of there and gone and nobody remembers. And I feel that on a deep level. My 10-year reunion is coming up next year and I'm terrified. Total side note. But being, if that is the vibe of the song, I was also that kid in high school and I'm terrified for my 10-year because I want to go, but I also don't because of this kind of stuff. So I will probably end up looking at, like I said, I don't want to look at the lyrics, but also like, I love Dabin's writing. He's such a good lyricist and his raps and his writing is always really good. So like, I'll probably end up looking up the lyrics after this, even though I told myself I wouldn't, but I probably will. So that's just that's me in a nutshell. Oh, that's the old school. These are all his different styles. Because that's like off the Her album. Are these? are these all just like little tracks that he's recorded and just thrown together and clicking through them like a cassette tape?
I hate the drama.
Okay.
Don't want no drama. I hate the drama. Yeah, I ain't into drama. Don't want no drama. I hate the drama. Don't want no drama.
That's interesting the way he did that.
Fuck it, 너가 진짜 갱이라면 you better 지루한 현실은 확 다 간주처럼 너가 지금 꿈이 있다면 you better jump. 다시
Okay, segueing from that, and so like, obviously I don't speak Korean, and my Korean studies fell to the wayside for other things. I've had too much on my plate recently, but that one I am gonna look at the lyrics for to see if like, because there's two ways that I'm trying to figure out if that's done. It's either he's thrown together a bunch of songs that because he said he's probably recorded a lot. If Dabin's like any other music artist who's passionate about their craft, they just record at random and write beats and lines every time they get in the headspace too. So like, it's either that he's thrown a bunch of these together and like added the cassette tape effect to go through each song till he finally picks one and then dives into the actual song and segues into this kind of what feels like this new era for Dabin. Or it is he has like a song and he split that song into different styles that he's done, because each of those little sections as he clicked through was a style that he's done before for other albums. So like that, no matter which it is, that is awesome. That is artistry. And that's why I love Dabin's music, is because he's really good. He's really passionate and he's like an artist. There's a reason the DPR collective interested me so much, despite being introduced to me via my ex. Like, they are all passionate and artistic when it comes to their crafts, in and out of the DPR like logo. Like, they're all deeply passionate, creative, artistic individuals, and I love to see that kind of passion in music and in just art in general. I love seeing people who are passionate about the things they do, and that is what artistry looks like, and that is beautifully done. And segueing from that into Till I Live, which I have already listened to, obviously. This one I listened to when it dropped at 1 a.m. my time. While laying in bed with my cat, I just kind of turned it on because it dropped and I wanted to listen to it. And like, heartbreaking, sad vibes. Like, I think I looked up the lyrics later and it made me almost cry. Almost, if not did make me cry a little bit. Like, 우리 아버지, like, oh. I'm very proud of you, Dabin. I just want to say that again. Like, it's not easy doing the job that you do, being a creative. It's not easy, and I'm proud of you. I know it probably doesn't mean too much, but I'm proud of you. Yeah, that's just, see, this is all it is. It's just me fangirling. It is just me fangirling. This is what y'all don't see anymore, because I still do this when I listen to new music. I just do it either like I am now, home alone while my mom and my best friend are at work, or with my best friend on the couch and he has to suffer through listening to me fangirl over this. So, this is my life still. And I think as a, like, having this, like, I thought when I was thinking about this and how the album would be structured, I thought maybe this would be either a top or a bottom track, but using this as like a top transition track, like kind of in the middle, I kind of like that better. I think this fits here really well.
Curiosity killed a rat. We've been everywhere back. Who put deep here on the map? We all did it for the pack. We all giggle so you'd laugh. I was all pin with the money. Where the fuck, where is it at?
Yeah, the lyrics of this one are so raw and real. And I love how much he's willing to share now with us fans. Like, the raw lyrics are what make me love music more. Stuff like this. Like, this isn't obviously going to be a song I listen to, like, all the time. But I appreciate and love this song. And the video he dropped to start with broke my heart too. Like, that broke my heart. And is it? No, it's after this verse. The voicemail. Dabin made this to put his emotions out, but I think he also made this to see if he could make us cry. Also, so this was the first one that came out. When I heard the line CTYL on my sleeve, I got so excited. Because this is so cool. And I love, because I haven't posted this anywhere on social media because I try not to talk about my musicians too much, but I love how much support Dabin has from the DPR crew. They truly love him more. They love him more than life. And I'm so happy he has that support. This, yeah. I can only assume this is probably a real voicemail, so like that breaks my heart more. I'm not going to cry today. I am not going to cry today. And like, I could have skipped this song doing a first listen because I've already listened to it, but when I listen to albums, I want to listen to them all the way through from top to bottom. And because the tone of the album matters when it comes to the songs. And because this is so high in the album, this is so high up in the album, that like, yeah, the tone is important. So it's important to listen to it all the way through at least once. At least once. And I didn't cry, so props to me. Oh. Songs like that make me just want to give him a hug. Okay, I've been staring at this one for a while just because SNTTF.
최고에서 아티스트를 위해서 만든 표준 계약서대로 다빈이 너가 뭐 본인한테 유리한 게 없다고 말하는 게 우리는 이해가 안 돼가지고. This is a relationship-based company. Do you know how much I do for you? Do you know how much I do for you? Do you know how much I do for you? Do you know how much I do for you? Do you know how much I...
Okay. He's using a lot of, like, I appreciate all the, like, old school pause and play sounds, like old school cassette tape sounds. I really appreciate that. That's a good transition point, though, I think. Yeah.
run to the face. How does it taste? Yo, fuck with the taste. Fuck you a waste. But drive on the bass. Stick to the pace. Let's get to the case. Not to embrace. Hey, 목소리 파랗죠. 손보다 더 많은 신뢰를 벌었지. 명예를 얻으면 뭐하니 새끼들 내 눈을 버렸지. 내 돈이 좋아. 내 허락 없이 버린 일로 지금의 길로틴. 우리지만 이 노래 내게 길로틴. Is this a scene, huh? Is this a scene, huh? 너 질렸지, huh? 끝이 없지, huh? This ain't no dream, huh? AOP play that shit, man.
I like this tone shift. Like, this is not a tone we've heard from him before, and I love this.
Yeah. 나보고 감사라고 하던데 닥쳐 where my money at. 세무사 아저씨들 감사라 올 거야 네 주위에. 두 눈 크고 뜨고 주의해. 뱀이가 더 구리 주의해. 우리란 말을 쓰면서 사람을 계약시켰지만 우리의 에이 여기서 난 통해 shake. 어디 해보지 그 센척. 그때 너 이마에 taser taser.
It makes sense though that given his first album as Dabin, he'd go back and do another freestyle rap. Like, I love this. This is another moment where I talk about that artistry and what separates like an artist. Oh, it's so good. What separates an artist from somebody who just makes music? Like, it is a craft.
계획했던 대로 shit 들리면 안 된다 shit 정한다 했잖아 shit 실례는 무슨 넌 내게 shit shit fuck her crybaby shit this song right here shit you gon' crown shit you gon' down shit
And brings it back around. Alright, cool. Okay. Yeah. It's beautiful. The artistry is so good. So good.
I play for keys. I send a prayer for me. I send a miss for me. I send a name to me. I send a PT. I send a pay me. I send a pay me. I send a pay me. I send a key.
What I like about this, like, stacked album-wise, is the synths from earlier are kind of in the background now, and also, like, despite this being a completely different tone than the previous one, there are some similar bits in the layering of the, like, there's similar things deep in the layer that match the one above. So it goes from the really heavy rap to this softer rap, and that's like, it feels, it should feel jarring, but it doesn't. And that I love that it's not jarring. The running hi-hats are nice. See, God, he's so good with the... Like, you can tell Dabin's been making music for a while. He's really good at beat making. Like, he's so good at beat making. It sounds so good. Okay, we're coming up on the last half of the album. I had to pause to finish my food that I started before this, that I then got distracted by. Happens way more often than you'd think. So, we're on to the last stretch of the album, which, God, yeah, I've been recording for well over half an hour. Man, that does not feel like it. Once again, Dabin's music makes time fly. Also, I realized I should probably look up what this word is, because I probably know it vaguely, but I'm dyslexic, and... dyslexic, and I spelt it wrong. Oh, free from echoes and reverberations. Okay. Okay. Okay, no, that is the song. That is in the song. Okay, so this is probably just gonna be like... Did you make a Just Listen track, sir? I want to have something to say in a second. Hold on. Ooh. Okay, that's okay, so this is not gonna hit for everybody, but that's kind of awesome to me. That's really, really fucking cool that just after all of this, like all of these emotional songs, he has a song where he literally just sits in silence. Like, I appreciate the synth sounds, but like even if that had just been like the static of him taking a breath, breathing out, silence for a minute, and then doing it again, like even that would have been beautiful. Not everyone is going to care about the nuances of why I like this song, I'm sure. But for Dabin, I want to say this, because I want Dabin, I want you to know how much you impact people and how much, like, even stuff like that means a lot to somebody. Because, like, just, it's almost like the remember to take a breath after everything. Like, sometimes you do just need to sit still and breathe. And there's this YA book that I love. I think it's considered YA. It's geared towards high school kids, obviously. But it's called Just Listen. And like, it is one of my favorite books because it hits so many of my personal notes and everything in it. And like, the whole point of that is that one of the characters gives her a blank CD and tells her to just listen and to just take a minute, to breathe, to not think, to not feel, to just sit in the silence. And that has never, ever, ever been portrayed on an album before until this moment. So Dabin, I love you for that. That was, and again, this isn't gonna hit for everybody, but for me personally, that is beautiful, and it almost makes me want to cry a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I love the way you did that. It is so beautiful for me personally. And it's such a beautiful, like, a reminder that sometimes you just need to sit with the silence and nothing and just take a minute to breathe and to just be and exist. And like, I'm getting emotional. And I told myself I wouldn't cry. Oh God. Like, that hits such a personal note for me. And I know that it's not going to for everybody, but I'm making this video for you, Dabin. I'm making this for you, not for anybody else. So like, that just hit such a personal chord with me. Thank you for making this album and for taking this journey. I am so happy to see you happy. Like, I've been seeing it all over since your listening party performance, all over, everyone just saying that he looks happy and I'm happy to see him happy. Like, that is that. Words. I think I spent all my words yesterday writing. So like, words. Oh. That was, man. Man, there's a lot of like universal manifestation confirmations going on in my head right now, and I'm gonna set those aside and deal with those later. I'm gonna finish your album first. So obviously TikTok I've also already heard. It was funny because like, we were watching one of our streamers when it dropped, and me and Gus, my best friend and roommate, were sitting on the couch, and I just picked up my phone and I'm like, oh yeah, TikTok dropped. And so I put it on and then just held it to my ear, and he's just like, do you want to, like, put it on the TV? And I'm like, no, this is fine. And it actually was. I kind of like that was my first listen to it, was just holding it up to my ear. Because like, I think he said that this is like about like that really good friendship, and like sitting on the couch with Gus and knowing I have that kind of friendship was a beautiful way of being introduced to this song. And now knowing what it comes after on the album, like following that track into TikTok, is beautifully done. It's very well set. Like, I love the chill vibes of this. Like, I that was one thing I was telling Josh after I listened to it, was that, like, the chill, calm vibes of this, I absolutely love. And it makes so much sense now where it is in the album. I love it. Relax. That's fucking awesome. That's fuck yeah. I love that transition. And so I'm assuming this is gonna be all just an instrumental little outro bit for Tic Tac, and like that yes. This is what I'm talking about again when it comes to artistry. God, I'm so happy. So I couldn't afford this album, and my friend who lives in Germany could, so she bought it for me, and I'm getting it shipped to me. So I am super happy that we did that, because this album it's so good. See, this is the kind of shit I wish I could have made when I was doing music. This is the kind of shit I wanted to do that none of my teachers would let me. And keeping all the melody bits and everything, like, if you had just slipped that into Tic Tac and just made that like the whole song, I would have loved it still. Like, I love this. I'm gonna save this one even though it's short. I love the instrumentals. I would like a full version of just those two. Like, together, I think would be really cool, just to have a separate full version. Ooh, we're getting guitars in here.
Pedal to the metal. Driving off the freeway. Smoke in my system. Erase my pain away. Mondays. I feel so bruised in 2 days. I feel like cruising Wednesdays. I feel like choosing roulette.
Yeah?
Radio not, radio pop. Anime pop.
Just feel like choosing roulette. Russian. Yeah? The rock girly in me is loving these vibes. Fair enough.
Shower song.
Oh, I fucking love this. That's going on the playlist for sure.
선명할래 무릎 끼얹어 상추투성이면 어떻게 결국 지워져 보잘것없는 너를 믿었던 이들을 위해서라도 이 반주처럼 삶을 뛰어 가지 가자 끝까지 이 샤워실은 크리스탈리스 너의 바디는 준비가 되어가고 있는 나비 미소를 벌리기 전 하얗게 양치 자생의 기계를 알리기 전에 내 각오 두 번은 하고 시원하게 뱉어내 과거 세심한 성격을 끝까지 떼미는 각오 끝나면 던져줘 수고 물론 하얀 거 말고 행복을 모르는
Oh, I can just imagine how hyped this is live. Oh, yes. Oh, I fucking... Okay, so like that and Ghost Kid? Fuck yeah. Those two songs. Fuck yeah. I like this as the follow-up too, with the shower sounds and everything. Coming to you live, I love it. I fucking love it. I fucking love it so much. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Oh my god, I fucking love it.
Juice. I'm gonna be honest with you. Too much shit going on in this game. Detox. Either way, this game.
Oh fuck yeah. Oh fuck yeah.
Where the taste go, man? Sorry to break it to you, but get away. We can pack. Crush. Where you at? I know you're busy. Schedule on schedule. Me too. But 너가 지금 시급해.
Oh my god. These are the vibes I've missed. So fun fact, my absolute favorite Dabin song is Action.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Action, and then of course the Her album, and this is giving me those vibes, and I am in love. That classic like the soft electric guitar sound that he always uses. I love that with his voice. It fits so well. I am in love with these.
Detox.
Not me, probably just listening to these on a couple of these on repeat every now and then over the next week. Like this one just on repeat while I'm working on my book. Oh yes. Oh, and that's the end. Right. Nah. What more? That was fucking epic. And it ended on such a high note. I fucking love the way he chose to end it. Like, oh. Dabin, you are an artist when it comes to music, and your passion really, really shows here. This album is so fucking good. I also forgot how much I cuss. I'm conscious of it because I know I'm posting this on YouTube, but like, man, I forgot how much I do cuss in a day. Oh my god, this album is so good. The artistry. I keep saying that. And I said that a lot during the Legacy album too. But like Dabin is just he's good at his craft. He's really good at his craft. He's an artist. He knows what he wants. He knows what he wants his music to sound like. And I love that he has allowed himself to take a step back from the DPR story and the DPR timeline to allow himself to like make the music that he enjoys, because he had so much just in the background that he wanted to do that didn't fit with the DPR sound. And I love this now because this album is fucking beautiful. This album is amazing, and the emotions in it and the story the emotional story and the emotional roller coaster that we go through on this album are so good. And like the way the album is stacked is perfect. Like, so much thought goes into the way an album needs to be stacked, and a lot of artists don't do it anymore. And I think I've mentioned this on both his Legacy one and on Ian's Mito series, but not as many artists care about the way their songs are stacked in an album, but these guys do, and Dabin shows that here. I wasn't I guess like a lot of the songs are shorter than I expected them to be. There's a lot more interludes, breaks, kind of transition pieces. But even those are good. Even the breaks and the transitions are done so well that, like, it does not feel like I just spent, like, an hour or so sitting here listening and talking about this music. It doesn't feel like it. And that's how well this album is produced. Dabin is so good with music, and I am so proud of him. I am very proud of you. Keep going back and forth between talking to people who are watching this and talking to Dabin specifically, and I can't make up my fucking mind. But it's early in the morning. I woke up early to record this because I had to go to bed early last night, so I'm up earlier than I usually am, so I'm like wired, and my medication's kicked in, so I am hyper now. So like, I'm all kinds of off the wall right now. I am glad though that I waited, because I was going to stay up last night and listen to it, but then I wouldn't have been able to record, and I wouldn't have been able to actually like express my emotions and my excitement for it, because I would have had to have been quiet, because it would have been 1 a.m. So I'm glad that I waited. But this, I don't know how you keep doing this, Dabin, but you seem to release music exactly when I need it. Like, there are some artists that like I'll find their music when I need it, but you manage to release music when I need it. And I find that kind of like beautiful little cosmic coincidence. The universe is wild and weird sometimes. But like, I love this album. This album is another art piece, and I cannot wait to add it to my collection of albums that mean a lot to me, because I have a small collection above me on my desk. But this album is absolutely beautiful, and the transitions and everything. The song I'm still curious about is Wreck. I'm still really curious about that one. And I'm also curious what made you do, I apologize in advance for my dyslexia, Anaconic period. Anaconic? I am so dyslexic, it is painful sometimes. Listen, y'all, no one make fun of my dyslexia. I also know I still say album instead of album sometimes. It's because I was raised around Spanish speaking friends, and my B's and my V's get mixed up. It happens. But no, this album is absolutely amazing. This album is the quintessential Dabin album. Like Legacy had hints of, like, not hints. Legacy had bits of Dabin in it. There were moments where he was, like, really open and honest with us. Cool was meant to be more chill and fun. Her definitely felt a little bit more personal, but, like, if you want a quintessential album to understand Hong Dabin as a person, Giggles is what you're going to want to listen to. This is the album where you understand him the best, I think. And I'm really hoping, like, as much as I would love for him to go back to DPR and continue adding to the lore. I know Ian Christian, he's got that on lock. He's good. Dabin, take as much time as you need, and I would love if you did another album before going back to DPR, at least 1 or 2, because I cannot wait to hear more from you. And you sound so confident. Like, I'm sure at points you don't feel confident because mood as a creative person, but like you sound confident in these songs, and that's what I'd love to hear. And I'm probably now going to go back and watch videos from the listening party that you did in Seoul or in Korea. I have no idea where in Korea it took place. I just know it was in Korea. And I'm sure you do exude confidence there, because when you're on stage, you exude confidence. And like, I know your buddy at CTYL said you've been fatigued and tired, and like, this is a huge transition you're doing. Going from DPR to being yourself is a huge transition, and like, we're all super proud of you, and we all support you, all the fans everywhere, and you have proven that like, this is the right choice for you right now. Right now, you need this. So good on you for listening to yourself and having the friends that support you to do it. Like, everyone, all of your friends, from what I know of in the DPR crew, I am on the outside, obviously, they all support you so wholeheartedly, and you don't come by friends like that as often nowadays. So like, you're doing great. I think I've said all that I needed or can say. I am in love with this album, but sadly, I have other work and stuff I have to go do since I am up early. It's not even noon yet. And I have a bunch of other stuff I have to do today before my therapy later, so I have stuff to do. But I wanted to record this. I'm going to edit this and get this up and posted, so this shouldn't take too long to be up. But thank you, Dabin, for this album. This album is absolutely beautiful and amazing, and I cannot wait to hold it in my hands. I have no idea when it's going to show up, since it is shipping from Korea, so it's probably going to be a while, but I am excited nonetheless. Y'all, go listen to this album for yourself, please. It is amazing, it is beautiful, and like, again, for me personally, that the Anaconic Period song hit a real personal note with me and makes this album 10 times more special, similar to the way Legacy was, because Legacy is up above me. So like, for me, this album is going to become very, very personal and mean a lot for me. But even still, the music's good. The music's fire. The songs are amazing. Like, y'all need to listen to this for yourself, preferably with headphones on. Always one of the best ways to listen to music, in my opinion. Like, I love blaring it on speakers, but getting it like right in your ears, nothing beats that. I don't really have an outro since I'm not posting anymore, but like, yeah. Maybe I'll do another reaction to another Dabin album at some point. Maybe I'll do another one to another DPR Ian one at some point. Who knows? I may just randomly pop on this YouTube channel every now and then. But for now, I'm gonna go listen to this again.